Nowadays, if a car does not have a useful intelligent assisted driving, cars are not very easy to sell. This is also why automakers have been rolling out intelligent driver assistance in the past 2 years. What about now? There's a class of car companies. Its intelligent assisted driving was developed by its own team. There's another category is to use the supplier's solution. Horizon is a company that provides intelligent driver assistance solutions to automakers. Before that, I also listened to my friend Roadhog around me. He kept saying, "Oops, Billy, you must try Horizon's HSD. It's really awesome." At the beginning of this month, I finally experienced the HSD Horizon Urban Assisted Driving in Hangzhou. The version I experienced this time is the version of the HSD 600 demo. The vehicle that experienced is the EAT5 of Xi. And I thought to myself, why in Hangzhou, and it's the weekend, such a congested place by the West Lake? I don't feel like I can measure anything here because it's really congested here. But during the testing process, I still found some interesting places. Let's start with the conclusion. The sense of peace of mind is very strong. It looks like a real person is driving. What about this video? And I'll just share with you an example of how this works. On the road with mixed people and vehicles by the West Lake, HSD will keep as far away from cyclists as possible based on road conditions. Even riding the Centelon, this defensive driving style, just like the way we normal people drive on this section of the road. When encountering a vehicle occupying the road on the right, watch the steering wheel. There is an intention to hit a little to the left to prepare for a detour. And the speed of this decision is very fast. When there is a risk of intrusion on opposite buses, HSD, it will also be lightly beaten square to defend as the white car overtakes the truck on the right, has invaded our driveway. HSD is appropriate for defensive avoidance to the left. He didn't slam on the brakes like some less useful assisted drivers. In Hangzhou, a city of courteous pedestrians, HSD is also the intention to anticipate pedestrians crossing the road in advance, slow down early. Instead of coming to the brakes, this is also one of the sources of my sense of reassurance. One more thing, I think HSD does a very good job. That's the shape of the skull. Let me ask you first, if you come across a car making a U-turn at the intersection ahead, did you choose to drive directly to him first and stop? Wait until he's done, turning around before leaving, or do you want to slow down first? Reduce your speed early. It is probably estimated that he may be about to complete the U-turn. We speed up again to pass him. What do you do? Then let's take a look at how HSD works. Here we make a right turn. There was a white car ahead that just turned around. A handful did not pass. Watch how fast we're going, although it is slowing down, but there was no stopping just like that. He kept walking and waited for the white car to drive away. The moment the white car drove away, we also sped through, like the scene just now. Reduce parking, use the read line to pass. It can improve traffic efficiency. This difference in detail and shit. That's the difference between usable and usable. That good sense of experience is often dug out bit by bit from these details. When encountering a truck that is about to take up the road to unload, what will HSD do? At this time, the truck in front has already made a double flash. The picture of ours also recognized we have started to lean to the left, ready to detour. That person has always had a car. They didn't stop. It's moving forward, biding its time. As soon as the opportunity appeared, hurry up and overtake immediately. After overtaking, quickly return to your own lane at the intersection where you turn left and go straight. It is inevitable to face the scenario of competing with opposite straight cars. HSD didn't just sit there and wait. It keeps crawling forward, wait for an opportunity to pass quickly. These game scenarios just now, I wasn't trying to get a pedal to keep going. So that meant that it was very responsive to what I was looking for. It also proves that it is useful enough, like these fleeting windows, can it seize the opportunity? It's also the whole link latency that tests it, including its furnace type waiting. It can also greatly enhance traffic efficiency. Speaking of efficiency, when there is a long queue ahead, HSD will also quickly pick lanes with fewer queues. Another feature of Hangzhou is that it has a lot of variable lanes and tidal lanes. Can the HSD accurately identify the right lanes? The first is the bus lanes. Not only can it recognize, it also shows the available time. I also encountered tidal lanes many times during the experience. It can all be accurately identified, and if the current tidal lane is inaccessible, the screen of senior will also have a cross mark. That means it can actually read the signs and lines on the road. Hangzhou also has a lot of variable lanes. Not only can identify, it will also display the current traffic sign of the variable lane on the screen of senior. We can also tell more intuitively whether he is going in the right lane. Including the waiting area, HSD can also be accurately identified. One of them is more interesting. Let me share it with you. 3 straight lanes. Originally, the 2 on the right were both waiting areas. Now, it only keeps the far right. The one in the middle has been erased, but it wasn't very clean. There is a reflection at night. From inside the car, I could vaguely see the line marking the waiting area on the ground. HSD also recognizes the middle lane as a waiting area. When the sign indicates that you can enter the waiting area, there is no waiting area in our driveway. Then HSD didn't go forward either. It means that it understands the current scene. In this particular scenario, HSD can't be done for the time being. Then let's watch the video together. Just as we were about to pass the intersection, the green light started flashing. Normally, it can be passed, but now there are traffic police on duty. Hey, hey, hey!
Assisted driving has been withdrawn
because of the traffic jam at the intersection ahead. So the traffic police gestured for us to stop and wait for the next round. Then I looked back at the screen of seeing you did not read the traffic police's gestures. If you can even read the gestures of the traffic police, that's really awesome. Or being able to recognize that the intersection ahead is congested, be able to stop and wait for the next round of traffic lights. In this experience, I also found that there are some small details in HSD. For example, the characters on its senior screen are all Lego villain, and it is also divided into 3 modes according to the speed of movement. The movement patterns of different speeds are also different. Unlike some senior models, the pedestrians are all doing the same arm swing. The faster one is translate a little faster. The slower one is the slower translation, including its rendering on the ground markings. It also deliberately made this old-fashioned feeling, and this grid line that stops still on the ground, it is also recognizable. There are even more terrifying details. That is, you pay attention to the shadow of the vehicle on its senior screen. It actually shadows different states according to the real-time angle of sunlight. I really didn't expect Horizon to be so obsessed with detail. This is a 2-hour experience. I would consider HSD to be something I would be happy to use. Intelligent assisted driving mainly comes from his sense of peace of mind. The sense of peace of mind actually stems from his control of speed. For example, as mentioned earlier, if a car enters a new lane, he slowed down hard and had time. He detours, including when he was waiting to pass. This kind of creeping action, it's almost the same as driving myself. Humans are actually very sensitive to the control of speed. Why do you feel nervous when you ride in a car driven by some people? You feel uncomfortable. Maybe it's because he's driving too fast. Or he doesn't slow down when he should. I'll give you another kick to brake. His speed control didn't match your expectations. It will only make you feel that you are not at ease with him driving. The speed control of the HSD was very in tune with my expectations, so I will feel at ease. I would also be happy to give him the car to drive, willing to give him the car to drive. This also shows that it is useful enough. Okay, that's all there is to this video. If you think my content is good, remember to pay attention. See you next time.